Hello and welcome to another venture of Bricks in the Wild. I am your tour guide, brickologist Carl, coming to you from the Lego Den. Let's begin our adventure and talk about bricks in the wild and collecting Lego. Today our discussion will be the W's of new and used Lego. It's going to be who, what, where, and why. So whether you are new at collecting Lego, or if you've been doing it for many years, whether you're a boy or a girl, the information I'm going to put out is something that could help you on your way to collecting more sets. If it's information you may already know, information that you can add to your knowledge by my experience. Let's start with who. Who has used Lego? Well, I do. You probably do also. That's why you're watching this video, because you're interested. A lot of people have used Lego. Let's expand on that. Could be your best friend, could be your next door neighbor, could be a resale shop, or somebody you know online is another fellow Lego collector. Okay, let's expand on that. So it could be your best friend, you know, many years. Maybe he or she has grown out of Lego. They don't play with it anymore, they don't collect, and they're looking to get rid of it. Maybe it's been sitting in their closet for a couple years. Maybe their parents have the sets and they're, you know, downsizing. Maybe they're moving or whatever, and they want to get rid of it. Could be your neighbor, same situation. Maybe they're doing a little spring cleaning, come across a Tupperware tub of Lego, or maybe a cardboard box that's been sitting in their closet or up in the attic. They're looking at getting rid of it. Resale shop, somebody that has got rid of their Lego. Maybe they sold it to them and they're looking at reselling it to whoever comes into their shop. And of course, Lego collectors, such as myself, that maybe they get tight on space, or they need to sell some sets to get some newer ones that are coming out. Maybe they've got grown of it, tired of a certain set. Maybe they don't like Bionicle anymore, or they want to get into creative sets, or Lego City, 3-or-1, whatever the reason. They may be looking at getting rid of some of their sets to get some newer ones. Next, what is used Lego? Lego brick or pieces or sets that are sold or traded secondhand. All right, let's expand on that. I go to a Lego store, or I buy them online. I buy a brand new set. Whether I open it up or keep it sealed, if I decide to sell it later on down the road, maybe you know, I don't want that set anymore, I'm running out of space, and I sell it online, garage sale, or whatever like that, it's used. Once that set leaves the store, or you get it through an online source, that set is now considered used. Even though it's brand new, it hasn't been, the seals have been up broken, the poly bags inside have not been opened up. It's a new set, but it's used. Now, just think of it this way: you want to get a new car, brand new car. You go to the dealership, talk to the salesperson, take it for a test ride, do all the paperwork, put money down or whatever. And as soon as you drive it off that lot, as soon as you put a couple miles on it, guess what? That car is now used. So 3 months down the road, you don't like the way the car handles, or for financial reasons you have to get rid of it. Yes, it may be that year, but guess what? It is now a used car. So it's the same way with Lego. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Some sets actually go up in value, some of the rarer ones, and it's going to depend on too is if you've opened up that box, open up the poly bags, put the set and put everything back together, that determines the value of it too. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Where can you find used Lego? Well, let's start with the big one, is online, and let's break that down. So anything online is Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Craigslist, Bricklink, sorry. So those are just some of the sites that I've looked at and used. Of course, my favorite is Facebook Marketplace, and I will break that down and let you know why I prefer that one most of all. Let's go on to the next. Will be resale shops, garage sales, flea market, newspaper ads, toy shows, auctions, and real estate auctions or sales. And we'll talk about the pros and cons. Also, buying online versus buying in person. So let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about Facebook Marketplace. Like I said, that's the one I really like to use because you get to see what new ads come out. You can redefine your searches for what area you're in, for local pickup or shipping. To me, I like to go within a certain mile radius, and I like to go pick up the item and see what it is, and I like to deal with cash. Pros and cons, I mean, yes, you have to do a little work and you have to spend some time getting with the person. If they reply, sometimes you find a set, you reply to it, turn around and it can be sold instantly or pending, and then you have to wait in line. Next, let's talk about eBay. eBay is a pretty good site. It's worldwide, so if you're looking for a specific set, you're probably going to be in luck. Thing is you run into the fees and taxes, depending on where it is, and of course also you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to see the set except for the picture, and you're going to have to pay for it, and it's going to be shipped to you, and then you'll decide. I mean, pros and cons if it's new or used also. Kind of like eBay, but like I said, looking more toward Facebook Marketplace. Craigslist is another good one that I like. Pros and cons on that is sometimes they want you to reply via email. Other times they may have a phone number on there. And you can set up for shipping or local pickup depending on where your search is. The thing with Craigslist sometimes is while you're waiting for the reply from the email, the item may have already been sold. It's just sometimes it's luck of the draw. Or the other thing I found out with that, such as Marketplace 2, is they don't have like countdown meters like eBay, or you don't know how many people are looking at it. So with Craigslist, you may, hey, I really want that set, that's a good price. They didn't get back with you in time, and oh, sorry, the set is sold now, or they don't delete their listing. And that can be frustrating too, because it's like, oh, that's a good deal, I can come get that now, and they don't get back with you, and you may wait a couple days and find out that they didn't delete the ad. So that's kind of bad. Bricklink is cool because there's so many functions on there. Is you can get, depending on what price too, it's worldwide. You set up with, you get an account, you set up with them, you can see what the price is. And a lot of the people that are on Bricklink, they're just like you and I. They're collectors, new sets, old sets. So you're going to kind of get the fair market price on that. And you can, and there's variations on that too, that maybe the set isn't complete, and they'll tell you that. Like maybe it doesn't have the minifigs. So I'm going to reduce the price on it. So you can really have a wide variety on it, which is kind of cool. private one-on-one conversations or whatever. So, but with Bricklink is, once again, you're like eBay. You have to wait for messages to come back and forth, and of course, hopefully the person is a reliable seller, and when they send, what they send you is what they claim they have. It's risk versus reward, pro versus con. Okay, next, why buy used Lego versus new? Number one reason for me buying used versus new is cost. Since I've started doing Lego, I bought Lego back in the late 70s. Sets were, for a child, it was a lot of money, but you look at it now and it's like, okay, I didn't spend that much. Prices have really gone up because of the way the market is expanding on Lego. You have adults such as myself that are buying Lego sets, and the thing is we've grown up through Lego through the years, and as we grow up and get jobs and we have some money, we can afford some more expensive sets. You're talking sets that could range from $50 to all the way up to $800 for one set. Depends on what you're looking at. Versus on the other end of the spectrum is looking at used sets. And once again, you use your resources, online, garage sales or whatever, flea markets, newspaper, or even via groups that are on the websites. I have a couple that I am that are fellow collectors and stuff, and they'll post stuff on there for sale. With the used sets, for what I pay, what you could pay for a new set, say, $100, $200. There might be somebody selling it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. They might sell a bulk load for $200. That could be a big Tupperware container. It could be a used retire set that has some value. And once again, you use your reference material to find out if that value is correct. But the thing is you buy a new set for $200. You've been waiting for it for 2-3 months to come out. You got it. You go home. You open it up. You're very excited. We all get that way. It's like Christmas Day or whatever, birthday, or got that new set. Put it together. May take, depending on how big it is, may take a day. May take a week. Like the big Millennium Falcon, that may take you a month. Depends on how fast you're building it. But the excitement is putting it together, the information, and once you've got that set put together, you add it to your collection, put it up on a shelf, or you've got the minifigures and playing with it and stuff like that. You're kind of done with it. You're kind of finished with that set for right now. So what do? Do you take it apart, put it back in the bags, store it? Do you leave it on the shelf for display? You add to your collection, or what I've seen some people do is they buy a new set from the store, or they buy it from online. They put it together, and maybe a week later, boom, they'll sell it. The excitement building and stuff like that is gone, and maybe they're looking for the next set to come out. So you might get a discount on that. So there's where we get again about new Lego set versus used Lego set. Is that set is still new, it's still at the store, but now that person has opened it up, played with it, put it together, and is moving on. So that's a new set, but now it's used, and you can get kind of a discount on that, where you may not pay the tax. They may take 25% off of the set to move it on. Also with buying used Lego set is, or bulk, is you may be trying to complete your collection. Maybe you like Star Wars, so I look online for Star Wars sets, or I'm looking at adding to my collection, adding pieces to my inventory. I've got sets that are incomplete from previous bulk buys. Maybe I'm missing some pieces that, somebody sent me a set that wasn't complete. That's where you can build up your inventory, so when you buy more bulk, you can finish other sets. And the thing with buying used Lego is some sets in there, like say you buy a $200 set from the store. Okay, you finish it, put it together. What do you do with it now? You buy a used Lego set, or bulk. You may have 10, you may have 12. It just depends on what's in there of Lego sets that are in there. And they usually come with the manuals, minifigs, whatever. And that gets more drawn out. You have to play detective now. You have to sort. You have to, is there Lego pieces in there? Is there other brick sets, brick companies in there? Toys, there are Hot Wheel cars, Matchboxes in there. You may get a big bin and half of it is Lego and the other half is crayons and toys and other stuff. So, pros versus cons. That's why, once again, that I like to physically see what I'm getting, because I want to make sure that what's in that bin, I'm getting that dollar value. If they're saying it's $100, am I getting $100 actual Lego pieces? I'm not looking at $100 worth of Lego sets, I'm looking at $100 worth of Lego pieces. And if half of it is toys, they're like, hey, wait a minute, or it could be an off-brand brick set, okay? That's one thing you have to watch out too, is for when people put Lego on their website, with their ad that they're selling, they say, oh, Lego set. Well, it may not be Lego. It may look like Lego, it may feel like Lego, but it doesn't have the actual Lego stamp on it. So that's why, once again, I like to actually physically see what I am purchasing. Okay, so we kind of hit the W's on that. I hope that information was very helpful. I'm done with this portion for the video today. The next portion I want to get into is actually showing you a used Lego set that I acquired a while ago, and hopefully I can do this in future segments also. So let me get one of the first sets that I purchased, but it was one of the first sets that I owned when I was a child. So let me show you two real quick. It is Police Boat, and it is set 709. And on the box it actually has 1977, but on the official websites it says it's 1978. So that's been a while ago, 1977, 1978. But very cool. I got this set off of eBay. So yes, you can. And I paid a little bit more than just getting the pieces, because it came with the box. It came with the instruction sheet, which used Lego sets, you can find the instructions online, so you don't need the instruction sheet. Some are a little harder to find. This one actually came with the instruction sheet, and it has 6 steps. So you can see it goes back. So you got a sheet here, you come back on the other side. So 6 steps putting it together. It came with sticker sheets and 50 pieces. So it was 6 years and up. On the back it shows a different style you can do with the boat. And what's cool about this set here, it's city set, but if you look at some of the newer boat sets, they're very different looking. As you can see, I've already put this together, so 50 pieces. It actually has a Technic piece on here, which was, they were just starting to do that. And it has one minifig, which is the police boat officer. And what's cool about him is he does have a face, movable arms and legs. And what's unique about him is most of your Lego figures now are printed. This one had a sticker. and it came with 2 stickers in case one got ruined. But you actually put the sticker on his body. So of course it's a boat, so it may get wet, so you have a spare one. But he does have a printed face, and not too much detail in the boat here, except for the guy standing. Give him a stand again. There's nothing inside, not a control panel, not a steering wheel or anything like that. But they didn't want too many extra pieces because this would be something that you could play with in the bathtub, or you could take it out to your pool, or take it to your local stream. Now what's different about this versus the new one is you notice the hull was real thick. It comes in 3 sections, so it comes apart. So they would make this where you could add sections and have a bigger, like maybe a firefighter boat, or maybe it was a bigger type of police boat. But these were sections and they were completely sealed. Now, they designed it this way so that you could actually put it on a table or whatever you're set, and you can imagine it was in the water, or it came with a weight, which the newer sets don't do. What you do is you put this little weight, and that's a little weight. It probably weighs, quarter of a pound or whatever, but it was enough so that if you put this in the water, that the boat would not capsize, and it wasn't enough to bring it down below. If you would sink this boat, it was buoyant enough that it would float up, but it would not capsize. And it was cool. It had a little loop on the front here that you could tie a string or a hook, and you could pull it through the water. So if you took it to your swimming pool, or took it in a little stream or whatever, you could actually pull it along. So it was multifunction. So it just was not designed to play within the house. You could actually take this outside, and the stickers on the outside, you can see it says police and an anchor, and on the back, those were waterproof. The only one that was waterproof was the one on his chest. There's the one on the side here. So that was a neat set. Like I said, I found this on eBay for about $25. And what it is it had the value of the box, which is in good condition. 50 pieces on the boat, the one weight, and the instruction manual and the sticker sheet. So yeah, that's one of the first sets that I've had, and you can see that for the new boats, they're much more realistic, but that was what we had back then. That was, your imagination had to take over with that. You were there was no internet, no cartoons, no videos. It was basically your imagination and what you did with that. So, that's number 709 police boat, one of the first sets that I had. Very unique. So I do, like I said, I do find older sets, but I also do look for newer sets. So one of the ones that came out here recently is this big boy. So this is Lego set 10283, and it's a Spatial Discovery, and this came out last week. Has 0 minifigures, 2,354 pieces. I did get this at my local Lego store. I have these in stock. So, very cool set. I like all the space themes, the Saturn V, and I have the Discovery, lunar module. So the realistic space sets are very cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this right now. I still have lots of Lego bulk to go through. You can see I got this Millennium Falcon. I just put this back together out of a bulk buy. So you can see you can find Lego sets, and it did come with a manual. I'm still looking for some of the minifigures. I don't know if I have them all, but like I said, you can find used set in bulk and put it back together. So that's going to be kind of it for today. And I really am glad that you came back. So I'm going to close out today. So if you enjoyed this information, please hit that like button. Give a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about our tour today, please leave them in the comment section below. If you are a subscriber, I thank you very much. If you are not, please check that subscription button and become a subscriber for more future videos. Remember, saving Lego from the past is saving Lego for the future. That is all for today. Thank you for watching this video, and keep on the adventure.